cutting through the noise. If you're a Black woman entrepreneur nearing your fifth year of business, you're part of the 3% who make it that far. That means you're already winning, even if it doesn't feel like it. I'm Linette Cottrell, and this is the Empower Her Business Podcast, previously known as the Women of Color in Business Podcast. I know what you're carrying because I've seen brilliant Black women founders quietly wrestling with fear, money shame, and the pressure to get it all right. Well, here we dig into what's stopping us at the root, the mindset, the funding walls, the biases, and self-doubt. We bring you stories, systems, and strategies you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to drop the shame and build like a CEO, you're in the right place for the right support. Let's jump into another great episode. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Women of Color in Business Podcast. We are joined today by someone in our expert series. You know, from time to time, we bring experts to you that provide services and products to small businesses. And we have a great one joining us today. We're going to begin by allowing him to introduce himself and his business.
What's going on, good people? My name is AJ Vassar. I'm the son of Patricia Perkins, which is the best thing for me to say because I'm so proud of all that my mother's accomplished. So I'm happy to be here. I currently live in Medellin, Colombia, in South America. I've been here 7 years, and I did that after having to sleep in my car for a little while in Atlanta for a couple months. And after that, some things changed in my life, and from 2016 to 2018, I was able to give 6 cars away. So life has been challenging, but rewarding at the same time. So hopefully I'll be able to share some of the things that I've learned in that journey.
All right. Well, you just started us off. I know everybody's like, he gave what away and within what amount of time? So you got some explaining to do, AJ. So take us on that journey. How did you go from sleeping in your car in Atlanta to living in Colombia and giving away 6 cars?
So I ended up in my car because of business. I was in business and it didn't go right. And the crazy part was I was doing all the stuff that looked successful. I was going to the 50th anniversary on the March on Washington. Me and my cousin had a company, and we were actually the mobile app sponsor for the March on Washington. So I was taking pictures with, all the big wigs in the movement, and I learned very quickly that pictures don't do anything to your bank account. So you can take all the pictures you want, but your bank account don't change. And from all of that happening, I ended up having to make a decision. And I have to tell people all the time, I was homeless by choice, right? I slept in my car by choice because I come from a big family. My mother has 8 children. I'm the oldest of her 8. I had several family members that was like, yo, you can come stay here. But I had a mentor in Atlanta named Sam Shepard. And Sam is he was the first African-American to make $1 million in Primerica. And although I wasn't in Primerica, he still took me under his wing. And I remember I told him one Sunday, like, yo, I'm about to go back to San Antonio with my mom and stay with her till I get back on my feet. And Sam was like, no, you're not. He said, no, you don't run from your problems when times get hard. So once he told me that, I thought he was going to give me some money. Because I'm like, yo, you make about $140,000 a month at the time. Like, right? Tied to me.
Right.
So, but Sam shocked me. Sam said, he said, I have a safe parking lot for you to sleep in. That was what he did for me. He said, I have a safe parking lot for you to sleep in. And I took his advice. I didn't run from my problems. And that was 2014. So my first night being homeless was actually Easter 2014, which was April 20th. And I didn't move into an apartment until July 20th. So it was a struggle, but I learned a lot. And then 2 years after that, I started giving cars away because I realized that when I was in my car and I thought I had nothing, I still had a car.
So in
Yeah. So
that 2 years, what happened in that 2 years that enabled you to be able to give away cards?
the first thing was I got better at selling.
Okay.
I got a lot better at selling, and I humbled myself and I got a job. I didn't stop building my business. But I remember calling my uncle Mark, who's been like, I mean, he's like my ace. He got me started on this whole business journey, and I remember telling him like, man, I'm trying to pull myself up from my bootstraps, and he was like, have you ever thought about if you don't have boots yet? And it was like, yo, I don't even got boots. Like, so I went and got a job, but I was doing my business at the same time. So I was still working on that. And I just started putting money to the side because like I don't know, I just wanted to give. I like my mother always taught me that. Like that's been a thing in our family. Like you may not have much, but you be thankful for what you have and you help others. So like I said, it was just something I don't know. I don't even know how I decided to do it. It was just like, I
Wow,
want
it
to give a
just
call.
happened. So who
Yeah, I
did
was
you
like,
you got a job. What type of job did you get? What were you doing in your job?
so that was strategic about the job because
Okay.
I wanted to be a speaker, and the company that I went to work for, my job was recruiting event planners to come to their events.
Okay.
So I was able to take a philosophy now um, that I practice there, but I looked at it as I don't work for them; they're one of my clients.
Ah, got it.
Right? They're just my highest paying client.
Right.
I treated it like that. And coming from being an entrepreneur, I couldn't believe they were paying me to make calls. I was like, what? Like, and then it was like only 50 calls a day. And I was like, so what am I gonna do with the other 6 hours I'm here? Because I'm gonna do that in an hour and a half. Like, so it just showed me like, I looked at it like this. As a worker, our two favorite days of the month are the days when we get paid.
Uh-huh.
The owner's two worst days of the month are the
The
days he
days
has
you
to,
got it.
right? So
Uh-huh.
my attitude was I'm gonna make sure he's excited to pay me because he knows he's getting way more in value than what he's paying me in dollars.
Okay.
So that's how I built myself up in that company in 3 years. And yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But I never lost the sight of wanting to do my own thing. And, I use it as a stepping stone. That was those were my bootstrap, as my uncle would say.
Got it. You found your boots.
All my boots.
Put on some boots. Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So tell
Yes,
us
ma'am.
about the business that you do now, AJ.
So I initially started doing international retreats because I love helping people. I love
Oh,
exposing them to
yeah.
coming to where I live in
That sounds
Medellin,
like
Colombia.
fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it was great. Like, and I still do them. I still do international retreats.
Okay.
And I was teaching people how to create digital assets. But what would happen is that everybody would go back to the same problem. How do I get leads? Right?
Um,
It always went back to how do I get leads, no matter what
right.
I was doing. If it was the retreats, if it was the digital products, digital assets, everything went back to leads. So my thing is in business is all about solving a problem. So
Yeah.
then I just started solving that problem. How do we help people get leads? So I started creating a system with my man Ron Story that and
Yes.
we call it pre-sold leads. And I just went through a system of how do we get leads to be pre-sold because that's what everybody wants. And it came up with a philosophy that I have called Lead Gen ATM. And I call it that because everybody wants to get paid money, right? That's why we're in business. We want to get
Right.
paid money.
Right.
But in order to take a lead from cold to client, you have to actually have them pay you an attention first.
Mm,
They have to pay attention. Then they
right.
have to pay you time.
Okay.
And then if you can master those two, then they'll pay you money. So a lot of us
Um,
just have it backwards and we don't understand how to get their attention, how to get them to pay us in time, and then how to get them to pay us in money.
I like that. ATM. That's easy to remember.
Yes, ma'am. Lead gen ATM.
Attention, time, and money.
Yep.
Okay. So, is there a particular type of entrepreneur you work with, AJ?
I work with a lot of business to business entrepreneurs. So,
Okay.
I mean, I can help business to consumers, but business to business is kind of where the cheat codes are for a lot of things. Business to consumers, you're gonna end up mastering Facebook or something like that,
Got it.
because they have the consumer game on lock. But business to business, it's a lot of stuff that you can do, and sometimes it's harder to find those business to business in Facebook. And there are a lot easier ways to do it, such as cold email marketing, and some other tricks and tips that we have. But yeah, it's that entrepreneur that works with other businesses.
Okay. Okay. What have you seen that has brought the greatest success for an entrepreneur who works with you?
Just understanding time frames. Understanding time. That's probably the biggest determinant of success is,
Huh.
do you understand time frames? Do you understand that anything you start at, you're gonna suck?
Hmm.
Like, you're not gonna be good. That's why it's called starting.
Uh-huh.
Right. So as long as you don't overestimate yourself and you give yourself time to become better, then what'll happen is you'll get better. And then I always say the highest number that you can go to in life is 10. Okay. Because what happens is, once you get to 10 and you go over, you just go to 1 on the next level. So you feel like you're
Hmm.
back down at the bottom,
Got it.
right?
Got it.
It's almost
Okay.
like the senior in high school that goes to college, right?
Right.
Senior in high school, yeah, they was on top. And then when you go to college, you back down at the
Freshman.
bottom.
You're a freshman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a freshman again, right?
Got it.
But and some people, what I see in business a lot is, some people don't want the challenge of going back up. So then they drop back down so they can be
Ah.
big fish in a small pond. And
Mm.
but if you understand the time, it's just time. It's just
Mm.
time.
Mm. So a company coming to you for leads, tell us a little bit of what that process looks like. Like, what do they need to know when they come to you, and what does it walk us through that?
So the first thing they need to know is what they're offering. And I know that sounds like, oh, I know what I'm offering, right? That right. That's what
That's not
everybody. I
what
know,
you mean.
yeah, I know what I'm offering.
Yeah.
No, 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 not at all. So a lot of times, what happens is we know what we want to offer,
Yes.
and there's a difference between what you're offering and what you want to offer.
All right.
So I talk to people and figure out, what is it that you want to offer, what versus what is it that you're offering.
Okay.
And sometimes it's hard for us to see that because we're so close. It's one of those, it's hard to see the picture when you're the frame type
Right.
things,
Right.
right? So what I've learned when I work with T. Harv Eker's company, he had a thing called, like, it was like peak potentials, but they used to do this millionaire mind weekend.
Okay.
And I used to work with them. And what I noticed was, they sell you what you want, but they give you what you need.
Huh. Break that down for us, AJ. They sell you what you want, but they give you what you need.
Yeah. And in business, that's what we need to do. So I'll break it down. But I want people to think about what I just said.
Yeah. They
They
sell
sell you
you
what you
what you
want,
want,
but they give you
give
what you
you
need.
what you need.
Okay. So I'll break it down how they did it, and I'll break it down how I do it as well.
Okay.
Okay. So people would come to this millionaire intensive weekend. It was called the Millionaire Mindset Intensive. It was a 3-day weekend, and they were just talking all things money, right?
Uh-huh.
Because people wanted to make money. But on Sunday, that was like the most impactful day. At the end of it, you will be huddled up with each other, listening to this song about forgiving your father or your parents, and people would be crying because they were talking about forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
Right. And that was the thing that really helped people the most. But
Mm.
imagine if they would have tried to sell people on a forgiveness
Oh,
workshop.
wow. Oh, wow.
You would have never came.
Right. Because they'd be like, I don't need that. I need to know how to make money.
I need to know how to
I'm
make
going
this
to the
money.
money event.
I went. And
Wow.
then on Sunday, you huddled up with people that were complete strangers 3 days ago, and you
Yes.
crying, and We giving tissues out and having people hug each other and talk but they sold
Mm.
them what they
What they
wanted.
wanted, yeah.
Gave them what
But
they
gave
needed.
them what they, oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
So that's one of the tricks. One of the things that I've realized, and I talk to my guys about this all the time. A lot of people have done the coaching industry a disservice, and a lot of people don't trust coaching anymore, right? They like, I don't need a coach, right?
Right,
So even what I do, I'm gonna give you leads, like I'm gonna sell you leads,
right.
but I'm gonna give you coaching.
Because you want leads, so I'm gonna give
You
you
want
leads.
leads. You want leads, right? You want
But you
leads,
need some coaching.
but you need coaching. Like,
But you don't want to hear about coaching right now. You want those
no,
leads.
you want leads. You're like, yo, I deal with the coaches some other time. I need these
Right,
leads.
right.
Cool. So I'm gonna give you the leads because I'm gonna show you, yes, I can deliver. But in order for you to change it from a cold lead to a client, you're gonna have to get coaching.
Ah.
So yeah,
Mm.
sell them what they want, give them what they need.
I like that. I like that. All right. I hope y'all taking notes. This is like a master class AJ's dropping up here.
You'll be surprised how many companies do that if you actually step back and look at what
Yeah,
they're
I'm gonna
doing.
be looking now.
Yeah, they sell you what you want. They
Right.
sell you what you want, but they turn around and give you what you need. So
Mm.
that's something that that's so when I start working with people, going back to your question, that's where we start, right? What do what do they want versus what do they need? And then we start there. And from there, then we can start to really break down the process for what they're going through, right? I'll tell you one of my clients because I like using real stories so
Okay.
people can see how this works.
Great.
Um, one of my clients she's in an industry that is totally new for me. I was not used to it, but she's a death doula,
Oh,
right? And I was like, okay, cool, that's a new one,
that is a
right?
new one.
And she does a thing with churches, and I was like, but when we started talking about it, and she was telling me, I was saying to her, but pastors don't want that. Pastors, like, what you're doing is it's needed.
Right.
Churches don't want it.
Uh-huh.
What do they want? But with her death doula program, she has a system that sets up that shows you how many members you actually lose when you lose the matriarch. How many families leave once the matriarch is gone,
Ah,
right? How does that affect your membership? How does that affect your tithes? How does
right.
all of that? So while they don't want the death doula, they do want more members.
Yes. Yes.
They do want more offering and tithes.
Right.
So we sell them. We sell them what they want. Give them what they
You
need.
give them what they need. Got you.
Yeah.
So what is her title when she goes to the church? It's still deaf doula?
It's still deaf. She's still a deaf doula, but
Right.
her program is named different.
Okay.
So her program name is the give them what they want.
Got you.
I mean, tell them
Got
what they
you.
want.
Got
Yeah.
you. Okay. So when they hear the program name, they're thinking, okay, you helping me retain.
It's that attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's that attention. I need you to pay me attention. We have to start looking at attention as a payment.
The ATM. Okay. You brought a full circle. I got you. I got you.
We
That
said
aid,
all
that
the time.
attention. Then the
We said
time.
all the time, pay attention.
Right. We
But it
do.
actually is a payment.
It is.
So we
So
have
it's the
to.
art of getting that attention.
It's the art of yes. It's
Okay.
the art of getting them to pay you
That
in attention.
attention.
Yep.
Then you go to the time and money.
Of course. But most people mess it up and go straight to the money.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And even once you get attention, you go straight to the money. And this is how you know when people went straight to the money. They seemed interested,
Right.
they didn't buy. That's because they paid you attention, but they never paid you time.
Ah. So how can you evaluate that? Right? Because so you're talking to someone, you got their attention, you're giving them what they want, that got their attention. How do you go from there into the time? You give us an example of.
So attention, you get attention with curiosity. Curiosity gets attention, right? You get attention through questions, through the proper questions. Questions break preoccupation. Okay. So if I ask the right question, people's ears will perk up. What did he say? He do what? Right?
Right.
Where he? So the right question will break whatever you were doing. That will break that whatever you were doing to get your preoccupation and give me your attention.
Right.
So that's the first thing. And then once I have your attention, that just means I have your interest. But that doesn't mean you're ready to invest time.
Got it.
By investing time, we can do several things. Are you willing to jump on a phone call with me? Will you take an assessment? Will you do a survey? Will you take a free course that I have? Right? But I also need to know, with the attention that you invest, how fast can I give you an ROI on your attention? So if you give me 5 minutes, am I going to give you a 5-minute win?
Got it.
Right? And that's another place where a lot of people mess up, because I hate to say this, I know a lot of people do it now. I'm so sorry if you do, but anybody that's giving away an ebook,
it's too much time.
Too much time.
Too much time to get that ROI.
It's too much time. How long is it going to take me to read your ebook? And now, more than likely, people only read, like on average, it says people only read the first 3 chapters of any book. So I'll put in the first 3 chapters and I put it down. And then you like, well, I've been giving out my ebook and it ain't converting.
Right. Because nobody's reading it through. Right.
Oh, they're not getting
taking too much time. Yes.
So easy way to look at this, right? You say, well, my ebook is free. It's not free. Stop looking at it as free. Because your ebook costs them time. It costs them time. Right. So it's better to have other things set up where we can get them a quicker win, where we can furthermore gain their trust and confidence. So with attention, I'm getting the curiosity part. With the time, I'm getting the trust factor down. I'm getting them to trust me because I'm giving you a quick win that makes you say, I never thought about that, right? So even when I go on podcasts and I'm doing that, that's why I break down attention, time, money, so people can say, oh, wow, that makes sense. Right. I didn't know that, right? Man, that's a quick win, right? Yeah. Within this time, oh, I need to get their attention, I need to get their time, and I need to get their money. That's the formula. That's a quick win.
I like that, AJ. I like that. That's really good. So AJ, what would you say is the best business advice you've ever received?
I've received so much great business advice.
Well, you can share your top 3.
Top 3, cool.
Okay.
Cool. Number 1 has to be from my Uncle Mark. Plan your work and work your plan. As simple as that sounds, like when you break that down, it's really, what is your plan? And then once you put your plan in place, work it. Because the only way you're going to find out if your plan works is if you work it. And too often we put a plan together, but then we don't work it to.
Don't do nothing. If we do something one day.
That
first day, we're excited. That first day, we are hot.
We on fire.
Day 2, we want a new plan. It's like, I don't feel like doing
it. Ain't the plan. Yeah, so my Uncle Mark, that was one of the best pieces of business advice that I got young. Plan your work your plan. I mean, he's been telling me that since I was, what they say, knee high to a grasshopper. I mean, that was the start of my business. The next advice I probably got from my mentor, I would call my first business mentor, Dennis Vincent, the late Dennis Vincent, RIP. And he told me that entrepreneur is nothing but a fancy word for salesman. Mr. Vincent was probably worth like $20 million at the time.
All right.
He said entrepreneur is nothing but a fancy word for salesman. And then the third one would be from my mentor when I started working for Aflac. His name was Arthur Thomas. He said, in this business, you're going to either love people and use money, or you're going to love money and use people.
Huh.
So I always wanted to love people and use money instead of the other way around. I never wanted to misuse.
Huh. All right. Got that. I like that. So on the flip side, what would you say is the worst business advice you've received?
The worst business advice. Well, I try to forget that. So this is gonna be tough, boy. I think a lot of the cliches that we learn.
Right.
I think that was probably the worst business advice, because you hear stuff like, it takes money to make money.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Horrible advice. Right? Money don't grow on trees.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of paper, so it grows on some plant.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I mean, so it's those programming
those
things.
features. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
False ideals about money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That are not helpful. Yeah.
That was some of the worst. And unfortunately, a lot of my bad ideas about business and money came from church. And you got to deal with it. You got to reprogram yourself and understand what a lot of that stuff really means. Like I was told, it's easier for a rich man, a
camel to go through the eye of the needle
than a rich man.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I can't never be rich, because I would never But then you find out is that the eye of the needle was a gate that they had back then. Mm-hmm. And the reason why it was so tough for the camel to get through it was because they loaded the camel's back with things. Uh-huh. So when the camel would get on its knees, unless they took the things off the camel's back, the camel couldn't get through what they call the eye of the needle.
Right.
So all it's saying is, don't be attached to things. That's all that means. Don't be attached.
Yes.
But I wasn't taught that, so I'm having nightmares about being rich and going to hell, right?
I'm sure a lot of us have. I'm sure you just freed up a lot of people right there.
Yeah, but they can check it out. Like, research it. The eye of the needle was a place in the gate that the camels got on their knees and they went through, and that their possessions got caught on the tip of it. So they had to unload the camel so the camel could get through.
So that was the comparison. Unloading.
Yeah. Unload, right.
He could get through. Yes.
So you can get through. That's all it
is. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey sis, if you're loving this conversation, take a quick second to pause and share this episode with another woman in business who needs to hear it. Be sure that you subscribe and you follow also. Here's the truth. Out of every 100 businesses we start as Black women, only 3, you heard it right, only 3 make it to see 5 years and beyond. And I need your help to join this movement to make an impact on that, so that we raise that 3% to match the 50-50 chance that other businesses have of succeeding and making it to 5 years. Will you help me out? Share, like, leave a comment. All those things help more Black women entrepreneurs find the podcast. And that's why I created it. Because when I heard that 97% of us never last to see 5 years, it struck me to my heart. And I wanted to give more support. But I can only do it with you beside me. So join the movement, share, comment, and follow. I appreciate you. Let's jump back into this fabulous episode. What is your favorite part about being an entrepreneur?
It's probably my favorite part and the part I hate the most. It's the uncertainty.
What is it?
It's the uncertainty.
Uncertainty, really?
Yeah.
That's your favorite? I can see that being your not favorite, but that's your favorite too, because it keeps you on your toes, keeps you engaged. Always something new. You like coming up with solutions. Okay.
Yes. You can never
but it also gets on your nerves.
Oh my
Because you're like,
God.
can I get a minute of rest?
Yo, please just let me chill for a minute. Cause I don't,
Right.
and
I get that.
unfortunately, in this society that we have with social media, all we see is everybody doing great, right?
Yes.
But it's like, yo, think about it. We talk about, look at the stock market. The stock market goes up and then it goes down. And then it
Right.
goes up and it goes down. And we're talking about companies that are worth trillions of dollars, right? And they're
Right.
going up and they're going down. And they're
Right.
going up and they're going down. We ain't worth nearly none of that. We just going up.
We just
Come on.
going up.
Stop it. Stop it. No, it's all the downs that we go through that,
Right.
yeah, but nobody shows up.
Yes, and I think that's a detriment to entrepreneurship because a lot of people just getting started, looking at someone in their business or on social media to see how they're doing and what they're doing, and all those they're seeing are those highlight reels, and they don't realize that's all they're seeing. What they're thinking is that person just doing good and doing better and doing great. They're not having any, why am I struggling so much? Because nobody publicized their struggles.
Nobody.
Nobody's going to take a selfie when they're feeling horrible, when they're getting ready to feel like they want to quit. But the logic of that does not hit the mind of that just getting started entrepreneur. They're like, where's my highlight? When am I going to be able to take some pictures like that?
And unfortunately, that's really hurting our community.
It is.
Yep, it's really hurting us.
It
And
is.
I feel really bad because people think they have to come in and have this thing down packed, and if I'm struggling, something is wrong. And it's like, no,
Exactly.
that's actually how it's gonna feel for a while.
That's part of the process, right?
Yeah.
It's part of being an entrepreneur. I don't
Yep.
know who said, well, I think to your point, just what we're saying, I think seeing people at the height of what they're doing is what make us think that that's the total experience, right? Because we can see that. We can't see the low of it. So if we're not experienced enough to know there are going to be some lows, there are going to be some highs. When we hit a low, we think it's time to quit. I was sharing the statistic with someone the other day that Black women-owned businesses are the fastest growing sector of new businesses in America, but only 3% of our businesses last for 5 years or beyond. So that's saying 97% of the businesses that we start are not making it to 5 years. And I think a big part of that is what we're just discussing, because the Black woman entrepreneur feels like, if I hit a hard place, or if it's not looking as good as I thought it would, or it's not feeling as easy, if I made a mistake, then that means I need to quit because it's not working, because it's not looking like theirs is looking, right? As opposed to, that's just part of the process. You're gonna have that. You're gonna feel that now. You're gonna feel it 5 years from now. You're gonna feel it 20 years from now. You're gonna go through that cycle. It's just part of it. And those that stick through that are the ones that get to take those highlight pictures and post them because they stuck through that. And that's one of the reasons I started this podcast, because I wanted us to be able to realize that it's not just a straight climb up, right? So you hit
Right.
a hard wall, or you make a mistake, or you lose something you wanted to win, it doesn't mean quit. It means regroup, come up with another solution, get creative, and keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it really is a detriment to be doing that comparison with other people when it's not really reality.
Right. And to take this back to leads, because I think I like dealing with leads because leads to me show businesses how it actually works. Okay. A lot of businesses lose because they don't have enough leads. That's number one.
Uh-huh.
Right. And then they lose because they don't understand leads.
Mm.
So this is a way that I try to teach people. Leads are like the air we breathe. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll break that down for you. What do we breathe?
Oxygen?
That's what you would think, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right. No. No.
Okay.
78% of what we breathe is nitrogen.
Oh,
Oxygen is only 21% of it.
really?
Yeah, so we're actually breathing nitrogen. But we take oxygen to live. So see
Come on now. Break it.
that that
You gonna have to
that little
repeat. You have to rewind and repeat that. Come on.
so
So,
we say we breathe oxygen.
yes.
We don't. The air we're breathing is mainly nitrogen.
Wow.
But it's the 21% of oxygen in the air that keeps us alive.
Wow. So we
So,
got to take in the oxygen and the nitrogen to get
and
the
the
air
nitrogen.
in.
Exactly. Exactly. And with leads, it's the same way. 78 to 85% of your leads are not going to be useful for you. It's just like the air we breathe. You just don't realize it.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
See that's why I like having real life examples so people can see, like, you've been taught wrong about this.
Yes.
We're not breathing oxygen. We're breathing mainly nitrogen.
Wow.
But the oxygen is what keeps us alive.
Yes. But that 21% is all we need to keep the cell alive. We didn't need 100% oxygen.
Exactly.
We can survive with just 21% of it being oxygen.
But most people won't sift through the 78 to find the 21, right? They're not going to sift through all of that to find the 21.
They want the whole 100 to be the work.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's not how business works. That's not how business works.
All right.
Yeah. So if people think of it like that, I think lead generation, it becomes more realistic.
Yes.
Because you start realizing, like, oh, yes, I have all of this air around me. Just like we have all of these leads around us. Because leads are just people you can talk to. That's all a lead is. It's somebody you can talk. Right? But starting off, maybe it's only 15% of them are going to keep you alive. But you still got to know how to talk to them. You still have to know how to be. Because think about this. Think about how complex our body is. It takes in 78% nitrogen,
right?
21% oxygen, and then it's some other gases. But it's able to filter it, give us the oxygen we need, and then release the nitrogen and all of that stuff back out.
Okay. Right? Yeah.
We got to do the same thing with our businesses. We got to be able to take it in, know how to sift through it, get the good ones out, keep them in there. Right?
Right.
Go through the process that our body goes through, moving oxygen throughout our body.
Right.
Let the other ones go.
Right. Don't get emotional about the ones you gotta let go.
Do you get emotional about the nitrogen you release when you breathe out?
Didn't even know I was releasing it until today, AJ.
Exactly. Here you go. There you
go. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. So that's why I think it's important to understand, right? That's why I say I want people to understand. So when we talk about the processes I take them through, those are the processes. So we can have an understanding when we start.
Got it. So you educate them on what the process is. You kind of shape their expectations from what they were before they came into you. Because when they came to you, they're probably thinking, for 100, I'm going to get 100 hits. But you reshape that with what reality really is.
Oh, 100%. Because they come in telling me what they want.
Yes. But you give them what they need. I got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you've shared with us what you love about being an entrepreneur and what you don't love so much, and it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the Chinese word for chaos or problem, because it's the same word for opportunity. Yeah. So whenever they say problem, they say opportunity at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so it's like automatically reframed.
Automatically, because whenever they say problem, they say opportunity.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that. So with all this hard work you do, AJ, what do you do to take care of yourself? What do you do to handle your stress? What do you do when you need a break? Do you adhere to your body when it's telling you you're tired?
I live in paradise. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
I live in paradise. There's a beach 45 minutes away on a flight anytime I want to go. So yes, and and honestly, being down here, it's my paradise. The weather stays between 60 and 80 degrees all year round.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I
So
love.
what attracted you there? Because you was telling us you were in Georgia
Uh-huh.
and now you're in Columbia. So tell us, bridge that gap for us. How you get from Georgia to Columbia?
So first of all, if you've ever been to Georgia in the summer, that's probably half the reason because it's hot as damnation. Um, but what happened was I had a speaking engagement over in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And whenever I go to new places, I'm always like, take me to where the locals are.
Okay.
I want to be with the locals. And the guy, he took me to like one of the poorest parts of the city.
Uh-huh.
And it changed my life because I used to say I grew up in poverty. I don't say that anymore. I may have grew
Oh.
up less fortunate than people around me,
Mm-hmm.
but I saw poverty,
Ah.
right? I mean, it was like 10 hut poverty.
Ah.
And I seen these two kids and they were out playing with this malnourished chicken. And I don't know why I remember this, but they were like literally playing. And I mentioned it to him and he was like, yeah, that's probably their dinner.
Ooh.
Uh, and it got me. And what changed it for me was they had so little, but they were so happy.
Hmm.
And all I could think of is how do we have so much in the US and we're so miserable?
Mm.
And I didn't want to be a part of it no more. I wanted to leave. I wanted to go reset.
Ah.
So that's how I ended up in Medellin. And the weather is what got me to Medellin.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to learn Spanish. I've always wanted to learn Spanish,
Uh-huh.
but the weather, yeah, the weather is it.
Wow. Love it. You've been there for how long now?
I've been here 7 years.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
beautiful.
Life is
Beautiful.
good. Life is
Yeah, I'm loving that for you. What are your biggest challenges being an entrepreneur? So I know how you help other entrepreneurs with the lead business and services, but what's the problem for you that you need help with, that you have a challenge with?
I think there's always going to be problems in business. And I think for me, that's one of the things that I've had to accept. There's never I've made it moment.
Mm.
So one of my biggest problems is it's a passage that I never understood, but it was like, I know how to be content. It says, I know how to abase and abound, which means I know how to be happy and content, but also be hungry.
Mm.
And that's tough.
Mm.
That's tough.
Mm.
Because to be happy and content means that I'm cool, but then
Right.
at the same time still be hungry and
Mm.
driven, like I'm hungry.
Right.
But
Right.
so
Right.
that that's the biggest issue for me
Okay.
is going through that process. And then as an entrepreneur, um, when you're first getting started, we have to learn how to work.
Mm.
Most entrepreneurs don't know how to work.
What do you
And
mean by that?
so when you go to a job, they tell you this is your responsibility.
Yep.
You have these many hours to do this.
Yep.
And you focus on that and you do that to the best of your ability. But when you become an entrepreneur, everything everybody else was doing to make it work,
Uh,
that's your responsibility too.
yes.
So it's like, well, when do I do the thing I like versus the thing I don't like
Yeah.
versus the thing I hate versus
Yeah.
the thing I don't even know how to do yet?
Come on. Yes.
So then we just focus on the thing we like.
There you go.
So then sometimes we do the thing we don't like.
Uh-huh.
We never do the thing we don't know how to do.
Uh-uh.
Right. So it's like you go in this circle of I get clients, I lose clients. I get
Right.
clients, I lose clients. But I'm not growing. But I want to grow. But I don't know how
Right.
to. I want to scale. I don't know how to scale. Nobody taught me how to scale. How much
Yeah.
hours did I devote to things I don't know? I mean, it's that timetable to where, like I
Yeah.
said, we don't know how to work.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how
So
to, and most
true.
of us don't know how to get leads.
Hmm.
and turn the leads over. So then we just work on the creativity part,
Right,
right?
because that's the fun part.
Oh, that's the
And
fun part.
that's
Oh
what
man, they gonna
yeah,
love this. Oh, they gonna this gonna be good.
yeah.
Nah, nobody see it.
But that's not
Nobody's ever
bringing in
done
clients. We it's like understanding, okay, so you have your core genius, what you do, but now being an entrepreneur, you have to learn how to do all these things or be able to have people do these things for you. Most of the time, starting out, we don't have the money
You don't have the money
to
to invest.
have
So
anybody do
learn
it
how to do
for
it
us.
ourselves.
So, to your point, you have to learn the discipline of doing the things that need to be done to bring in the business so that you can do the fun stuff you like to do. Right?
Exactly. That's what I mean. We have to learn how to work because we got
Exactly.
to work on the stuff we don't know how to do. We have to learn how to
Right.
work on the stuff we don't want to do. We don't
Right.
like, but we
Right.
still have to put time aside to do that, and it's challenging.
So, do you have a daily or weekly schedule?
In my mind,
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, I get up pretty early, so I knock things out. So, but to your point, one of the things I've been doing is instead of like my uncle said, plan your work, work your plan.
Right.
Um, I've been observing myself. So stepping back, okay, how does it look if you just let yourself go?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. That doesn't work. Okay, how does it look with this time block? So a lot of it is trial and error.
Yes.
So I was doing 45-minute time blocks and I would give myself a 15-minute break,
Right.
right? And I was like, well, actually that was easy. I'm actually cutting myself off in the flow sometimes. So
Uh,
then I would do an hour and a half and then I give myself a 30-minute break, right? And I was like, well, that was cool. Let's try 3 hours. And then at 2 hours, I'm like, this is stupid. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, 3 hours ain't it. So let's go
right.
back to an hour and
Right.
a half. So
Right.
it's all of this. You just learn. It's
Yeah.
trial and error,
Yeah.
right? And I don't think enough entrepreneurs talk about the trial and error
No.
part of business.
No, we don't. I agree. We either think other people have it all together. We don't know
Yes.
how they got it all together, so we don't know the question to ask. Like we don't. I don't think the average entrepreneur out there thinks about asking someone, "What does your daily schedule look like? How do you figure out what to do first?" Right?
Right.
They don't think to ask that question. They're asking the other typical things. Like,
Yeah.
how are you
Yeah.
getting clients and what
How
are
you
you
get
posting?
clients? Right.
How do you figure out which social media platform you need to be on and how often should I post? And it should start with what am I going to be doing every day?
Yeah.
And how and another good one is what part of the day am I the most alert? Do I work the best, right? Because if I
Right.
work the best in the afternoon, then I need to think about what activity I need to do that's going to take a lot of brain power and schedule
Right.
that for the afternoon.
Yeah. See, I work the best in the morning. I
Okay.
figured that out. I work the best in the morning. So I try to be up before 5 and I'm at my desk at 5 a.m. When I do that, I'm most productive. That's
Okay.
what I figured out about myself. So by the time I'm doing like all of my meetings are after 1 p.m. for me.
Okay.
So it's easy for me to talk to people.
Right.
Um, but all of the other stuff I have to do it in the mornings.
Got it. Got it. When you got the most brain power.
Yeah. But I had to learn that.
Mm, good, good, good. So looking at your business, how do you define success in your business?
Suc- So this is interesting. So I have this thing that I've been playing with in my mind. So this is gonna be the first time I've ever said it.
Okay.
Uh, I've ever said it publicly. I think, especially to a group. But I've had to relook at the way I view success,
Okay.
right? And it's because growing up, I was so hard on myself, and I had so many people telling me what I wasn't gonna be, what I couldn't be, and I believe one of the biggest battles, and going back to Mr. Vincent told me that the longest journey to success is from your head to your heart.
Mm,
He said that's the longest journey. He said all that out there is just it's child's play, but the journey actually happens from here to here. So what I've been doing to combat all of the negativity, because I feel like that's what keeps me um, struggling the most is realizing that because I'm alive, everything I do is a success. Everything, everything. And so if I procrastinated, I just procrastinated successfully. I don't beat myself up. For real, I'm serious. If I didn't do it,
Wow.
I didn't do it successfully. Because
Right.
I never have to ask myself, am I succeeding? Because I'm always succeeding.
Oh,
Now I just have to determine what I want to succeed at.
okay.
So I succeed at everything. My business, if my business goes under tomorrow, I was successful at destroying it. And I'm a
Oh,
figure out a way to do it differently next time. But
okay.
uh,
You know,
yeah,
that's what that thinks about me, makes me think about. That's another way of saying, you know how they say everything is working together for my good?
yes, yes,
That's what that makes me think about. Like no matter how it looks or what it was for my greatest good because something greater is going to come from it, one way or
and
the other. I can't see it right now, but it's all good. You know,
yeah,
it's always all good. So I
yeah.
get that. Yeah, I get that.
Everything I do is successful. So
Yeah.
I don't beat myself up anymore about oh I'm not. No, because I am. I've just successfully didn't do it well, right?
Okay.
But I succeeded because
Yeah.
everything I do I succeed at.
Right. I like that. Ah, that's it. That calls for some deep thinking. I'm gonna have to think about that a little longer. But I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And it's really because of all the negative self talk that I had.
Right.
'Cause that's what I struggle with a
Because
lot. That
it's
was my
go
biggest
ahead.
struggle. That was my biggest struggle is my
Mhm.
negative self-talk, my negative programming. Thinking I wasn't enough, thinking
Right.
did I have enough to succeed? Was
Right.
I enough? Am I gonna be enough? And I'm like, of course I am. Like, there are things that I do consistently all the time. I wake up every day. I'm
Uh-huh.
pretty good at it. I've gotten good at waking up. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I go to sleep
Right.
every night. So,
Right.
you know, so even things that I'm like, man, I wish I was more consistent. It's like, well, look at the things that you're consistent at, and just figure out why you're consistent at it, and put things in place to do it.
Got it. I like that. That was all right, AJ. I like that. So where do you see or where do you want your business to be 5 years from now?
Run it,
Still in business?
right? No, you know what? More than what I want my business, I would say what I want for me, right? Because
Um,
I believe there's not a business that has ever failed,
mm.
even though we always think about the failures,
Right,
right?
right.
No business has ever failed. The systems behind the business failed.
Mm,
So my thing is, how do I set up good systems
mm,
so that I don't have to worry about that?
mm.
So I want to get better at setting up the systems for my business to run without me.
Okay.
So
I love
in
that.
5 years, that's what I would want. I would want the system set up in my business to be able to run without me. So then I can offer jobs to other people to still help people get the results that they want to get.
I love that. Yeah. I think that's when you know you have a real business, when it can run without you because you
Got
put all the systems in place that is just running. It can't help but keep running, right? You
right.
don't need to be there personally touching everything to keep it going. You set up successful systems. I
Yeah.
love that.
So
That's
that's
one of
what
the things I love to do, set up systems. So
that would be 5 years. That's what I see. And in 5 years I don't get it, then I was successful in not setting up successful
there you
systems.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
I get it. I got it. Well, AJ, thank you so much for being here, spending your time here with us today as one of our expert guests, sharing all this great information. I'd like to ask you, is there anything that you want to share with the audience that maybe we didn't discuss or a question I didn't ask you? Anything on your mind?
So I would like to share a poem that I love.
Okay.
That's been the probably the thing that keeps me going the most. And the poem says, "Go to the edge," he said. I said, "I am afraid." Go to the edge, he said. I told him if I go, I'll fall. Go to the edge, he said. he pushed me, and I flew. So,
That's beautiful.
so I encourage people to go to the edge.
All
Like whatever
right.
your edge is, I don't know what your edge is,
All right.
but whatever that is, go to the edge.
Because that's where you fly.
That's where you fly.
I like it. I like it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, thank you so much, AJ, again for being with us today. And we would like to wish you the very best of joy, health, and wealth as you continue your journey helping entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much for having me, and this has been a treat. I really appreciate it.
You're wonderful. This episode is sponsored by Empower Her Bookkeeping and Advisory. Our boutique financial firm is for women who are tired of running a business that runs them. If your operations feel chaotic, your cash flow management drains you, your financial books feel like a dreaded task you avoid, we understand and are here to guide you into creating something different. We build soul-aligned infrastructure operations and financial systems that bring ease back into your business and calm back into your body. Through compassionate advisory, streamlined operations, and our signature money identity map, we help you move from overwhelm to clarity, from pressure to peace. If you're ready to breathe again as a CEO, your next step is simple. Visit empowerherbookkeeping.com and book your free discovery session today. We have prepared a space where strategy meets soul, and you finally feel supported. Having spent the last 30 years building and managing successful systems for businesses, we understand your challenges and are ready to help you sleep better every night. You've been listening to the Empower Her Business podcast. Before you close the app, let's be clear. Struggling with your business doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you've been doing too much alone. If this hit home, share it with another Black woman founder. Subscribe and visit our website for tools to support your success today. Let's stop hiding from our journey. It's time to lead boldly. We're in this together, sis. See you next time. As always, I wish you the very best of joy, health, and wealth. Be well.